you enter the live stream. I have a message for you guys, and it's you're doing things that you haven't done before. You guys are doing things that you haven't done before, and so your ambition has people in their feelings right now. And I'm getting there's like two situations unfolding. You guys could have a situation in love unfolding with people being in their feelings about you being ambitious and like getting your ish together. And then you guys have all the other people. Okay, you guys have all the other people that are salty, that you guys are getting things up out of the mud and being ambitious, but in a very different way. Whoever I'm speaking to, your ambition is shifting. Okay, it could be this Jupiter in Taurus, and it's going to be like that for the next year. And so you're really starting to see your work ethic in a different way, your potential in a different way, and releasing control. You guys, all you have to do is be yourself right now. That's all you have to do is be yourself, and you will continuously have breakthrough after breakthrough after breakthrough. So, without further ado, if you are new here, I'm your bestie on the internet. Duh. I'm your favorite YouTuber. I'm your cosmic cheerleader, your spiritual advisor. I'm all of those things. Okay, so let's jump in. All you guys have to do is be yourself, and you're looking at your ambition differently, and this is going to unlock a new video game. This is going to unlock a new character, a new video game, new levels. It's also going to unlock peace in your life, peace and harmony, because you're going to be fighting the good fight, but in a different way. You're seeing how control doesn't work in your favor, so you're kind of releasing control, but at the same time, you're going to have a really good balance of standing your ground. I'm seeing that you guys normally have to be really defensive of what you're doing and what you're protecting and what you're shielding. So when people are coming for you, these people on these new levels, you're going to be, what is the word? You're going to be releasing some sense of control. Thank you, Lord Key. You were right. Thank you. Power, I'm getting that's for the powerful wealth transfer. Yes. Okay. You guys are starting to see that all you have to do is be yourself, but how you're going to release control is being a little bit selfish. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You guys are going to be a little bit more selfish than normal. You guys could already have people that call you selfish. They're like, oh my gosh, all they do is think about themselves. Blah, 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 blah. You guys could get told that a lot by people that are close to you. You guys could be considering divorce, a breakup, or getting rid of legal issues or bad contracts. Okay? You guys are really starting to see that if people do not get on board with the way that you are maneuvering, they're not going to be in your inner circle of peace and comeuppance and blessings. But people are very intimidated at this time by the way that you are ambitious. And guess what? They're not even prepared for the next step. The next step is you guys being more yourself and being more authentic to you, being more playful, and still being ambitious. So what you guys are going to be doing is releasing control. Like, you know what? I don't care if you don't like what I do, what I say. Like, you're not trying to be disrespectful, but people are trying to get away with disrespecting you. And as people are trying to get away with disrespecting you, you're just telling them, like, this is what it is. I don't need to explain it. It's pretty self-explanatory. And that's what I can't stand. I cannot stand when something is so self-explanatory and somebody's like, explain it to me. No, I need you. It's them wanting you to engage in a tit for tat. It's them wanting you to engage in some BS. Like your brains are scrambled and they're confused because you don't know what you're talking about or making sense. And that is not the case. That is not the case. And so this is where you're releasing control specifically. Okay, so if somebody's like, I just don't understand why your schedule is the way that it is. I just don't understand why you take naps during the day. I just don't understand why you eat what you eat, why you say what you say, and why that's your job. I just don't understand. And it's pretty self-explanatory. Old you, okay, last month, last week, or yesterday, you would have been like, well, I eat this way because it raises my vibration. I eat this way because it's important that I have a lot of energy for the things that I take care of, for the things that I do, for the things that I run. I'm taking naps because I freaking feel like it. You, Lucy, Susie, Bobby, Becky, Michael, whoever, you don't got no explaining to do. Lucy, you have no explaining to do. Like, people expect you to do things with the utmost urgency. They be expecting that. That's not how ish is unfolding anymore. You're going to drop that memo. You're going to drop that notification. Things are on my timeline. I am done being so overly generous to everyone else that doesn't have the same energy, doesn't have the same urgency. It's annoying. This is what you guys are starting to realize. Like, how I'm going to release control is not explaining it a second time. Or not explaining it at all. It's pretty self-explanatory for most people. They just want you to engage in draining. They want to get away with draining your energy. They want you to engage in this back and forth. It is not only a distraction, not only are they doing the devil's bidding, but it is to make you engage in narcissistic behavior or to make you believe that you are a narcissist. Now, everyone has narcissistic tendencies, but we don't all check all of the boxes, okay? We all have a couple of the things, and we're working on those. But it doesn't mean that we are actually a, narcissist. If anything, you guys could have the constant need to control certain things because you don't like when things are out of control or spiraling or going to ish. Okay, you try to avoid that at all costs. You don't like feeling trapped. You don't like feeling backed into a corner. And so something you're learning to do is release control. Okay, normally I have to do all of these things myself because if I let them do it, they're going to mess it up, burn it, procrastinate, do it late, make it messy, and you're like, F it. If they mess it up, they mess it up. If they burn it, they burn it. If it, whatever. And this is how you're going to become more playful. This is you unlocking your 10 of Cups, still having your strength intact. Your Chariot is still moving. We ain't got no flat tires. You feel me? And you have a powerful wealth transfer coming in. Do not let these people make you feel like your brain is scrambled and you don't make sense. You do make sense because you're starting to do things that are better for you. But it's going to take away from the people that you are overly giving to. But guess what? Some of them don't appreciate it. Some of them are not appreciating all the giving that you've been doing. Oh, I'm shaking the table. Some of them are not appreciating all of the giving that you've been doing. So you need to reel it back in. Okay? You've been a giving machine. And then that people want you to over-explain what you're doing, what your plan is. And let me give you guys an example. Say you are your friends. Let's say you guys are an influencer. And you guys have friends that you want to collaborate with. But you have a main business that you are running. Say you have your spiritual business is your main business. And then influencing is like the fun stuff that you get to do on the side. Your stability is what it is, and everything else is secondary. If they don't understand that everything else is secondary and you'll get to it when you get to it, especially since you have urgency, you have vigor, you have seriousness, you don't play around. They should know that you will take care of it, that you will handle it, but you will get to it when you get to it. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? There are people wanting you to explain your schedule, your sleep patterns, why you're tired, why certain things aren't done when you are already getting it done faster than most would. So they need to be acquainted with the facts of you all over again by you backing the F up. Like, oh, you must not know about me. All this giving I've been doing, you must have forgot. You're acting really ungrateful. I don't feel appreciated right now. And you're not going to explain that. Let me be clear. You're not going to explain, I don't feel appreciated, so I'm going to back up from you. That's what's happening. No. No. A lot of you guys are constantly rejected because you were chosen. And your ambition shakes people up. Now, the people closest to you are really starting to be affected by it. And they're either going to be of the light or they're going to turn out to be a bad contract. Some people are showing you certain narratives, certain dynamics. Rocco Loco, thank you. Certain dynamics, certain things that are going on because you are again one pentacle away from your powerful wealth transfer. And some of these people need to get in line if they're going to help hold the line with you. You are one pentacle away. You are one moment away. And so people are trying to sabotage and trying to drain your energy. Maybe they don't realize that's what they're doing. But a lot of you guys deal with rejection because you are chosen. And you guys have been feeling really heavy lately, going through a really tough season. And you want to get back to this lightheartedness. And so you're really concerned about your self-care, your sleep, being organized, getting things done, not overdoing it, and letting things fall into place. You are trying to get back to this full energy of always knowing that you're going to land on your feet. New beginnings are always coming in and just being light. You've been feeling really heavy trying to get to this breakthrough. And then there's all these people that are supposed to be your support system and they're not giving the same energy 1000%. They're not giving the same urgency 1000%. So you guys could literally be locking horns with people around you. So I'm getting two groups of you. So you guys could be both groups or just one. I'm getting one group of you are dealing with this with enemies and peers around you, possibly even supervisors, people in authority. And then others of you are dealing with this in love. And then some of you guys are dealing with both, all of the above. You literally are catching, you're ducking and dodging shade that people are sending your way. So you are trying to find ways to lighten up. Some of you guys are really taking a good look at toxic connections and you're going to cut the strings that are tied. So drop your scissors down below. I am one pentacle away from success. The powerful wealth transfer is mine. Okay? Yes, Olivia, all of that. All of that. Yes, Andrew, do not make my shadow come to play. And that is what they're trying to drag out of you. A lot of people want to prove that you're still this old version and that you're just hoity-toity, acting bougie, pretending to be this new version of yourself. That is not the case. But they really want to prove that to you. That is not of the light. That is disappointing to you. The people are wanting to prove like, you're still crazy. You're still catch me outside. You're still that way. And so they're trying to pull it up. They're trying to stir it up out of you. They want a whole moment to say, aha! I always knew you were a piece of shit. I always knew it. You're like, riddle me what? I know you're not talking to me. Oh, I know you're not talking to me. And so this could be like the last group of people, the last bad contracts that are either going to go through this level up with you or they're going to be relocated from your life. But there are mainly a lot of people intimidated by your ambition. And if they can't handle the ambition now, and then they're not really grasping where you're trying to go. Because where you're trying to go is far beyond where you're at right now. And if they're holding on for dear life and they're in their feelings and they're like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? Explain, expound. No. No. You're not even going to let your shadow pop out and come to play, because it's going to be another form of exhausting you and devil energy winning. Okay? Let me give you guys an example. This type of work is very exhausting. Okay? Channeling energy, getting the downloads, and sometimes how I get them is very exhausting. And anybody that does spiritual work, it can be very draining. It's why I stopped doing personal readings. Okay? Because a lot of the personal readings that I was doing, it was only about love. Everyone that needed an emergency reading needed it for love. And I just thought it was really unhealthy. And I'm tapping into this fuckery for toxic connections. And I'm like, you know what? The devil knows my price. And I'm not buying it. Okay? The devil knows your price. The devil knows your buttons as well. And so when I'm doing this type of work, I do not want to engage in any BS beforehand. Because it's what? It's going to drain me before I channel some more. It's going to drain me before I can really intuitively pick up what God wants me to tell you guys. So sometimes the downloads are long and I write them down. Sometimes I don't need to write them down because I get the gist of it. But I'm not going to engage in an argument. I'm not going to engage in phone calls. I'm not going to engage in debates, back and forths. Anything that's toxic, I'm not going to engage in any of that. My phone is already on Do Not Disturb. Only a couple people can get through on any of my devices on Do Not Disturb. I am not going to answer the phone for anybody that is going to rile me up or get a moment from me where I am going to be zapped like that before I can even start. I can get zapped all on my own, just with my work ethic alone, just by the way that I'm running multiple platforms. I am on YouTube. I run members only for YouTube. I run Patreon. I also have TikTok. And there are certain things that will immediately drain me. And so I know what those things are. I can do that all on my own. I don't need somebody toxic coming in and me having a whole issue with them before a live stream, before a message, before a download. You feel me? Because some people do not understand that they are being used for what they're being used for. And so you guys are in your discernment right now, like, you know what? I have work to do. That work is important to me. My purpose is important to me. Being clear-headed is also important to you. So you're not really for the BS right now. Or letting your shadow come to play for those that want to pull you up out of your seat. That want to say out-of-pocket things to you because they think it's funny. There could have been situations or relationships that you guys were in where you were feeling trapped. Somebody that I'm speaking to, you could be a fire sign and you're going through a lot of changes in your third house because you're being more receptive to knowledge. You're being more receptive to information. You are learning different rules of communication. You are learning more about one's generosity and your social life. I also feel like the way that you guys are traveling is a little bit differently. You guys could be traveling more. You guys could be doing more staycations. You guys are just maneuvering differently right now. A lot of blessings unfolding in your third house. So how you communicate, you're not going to overexert yourself before you actually have to exert yourself. Do you know what I mean? And it's just unfortunate when you're like, well, I would love to answer the phone. I would love to do all of these things, but I have a job to do. You know what I mean? And so you're trying to keep it light beforehand. Becoming really acquainted with your gifts, your your communication, your generosity. And I tell you guys all the time, like, if I was single, I wouldn't need a rich man. I would need a generous one. You feel me? I don't need a rich man. I need a generous one. Because anyone can have money. Anyone. It does not mean that they're generous. They could be using that money for control. And I'm getting that people like to try different tactics with you to figure out a way of control. Whether it's having their name on your vehicle, giving you an allowance, okay? Paying for your cell phone, paying your rent, helping with your mortgage. These could all be control tactics of how you owe something. So you are really looking at one's generosity because you guys are super generous. And you guys could have gone through toxic relationships like this in the past. And what you're realizing is, I'm a generous person, and when somebody is reluctant to give to you, this is a mental note that you are making. You're like, okay, I gave them, no problem. I fronted them, no problem. When I asked for that, it was oh, yeah, I got you. But then, like, not really, like, doing anything. People really try to play on your pinnacles, on your timeline, and on how you secure the bag. Because they're a little bit salty about your ambition and what you're doing. Some of these people that you know, the first thing that they will attack is how you make money, how you think you're better, just because you are ambitious and because you are chosen. I'm hearing an airplane. So these people are like, oh, you think you're so cool because you run a social media business? Oh, you think you're so cool because you don't have to go to a 9-to-5? You suck. That is how these people are treating you. Or they could be like, oh, you're making all this money, so you're going to take us to lunch. Right? This is the type of tomfoolery that you are not going to engage in while you are building your empire. You are really aware of that right now. I don't want to say hyper aware. You're just aware. Like, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. And so you're going to address it. You're going to show people and tell people, this is where I have supported you. And that is not being reciprocated. I'm getting the fighting it tooth and nail when it's you doing these things. And so you're realizing, bestie, that you have many choices. Say it with me. Several. You have many options, many choices. And I don't think these people realize that you don't have to stay. You don't have to stay. Maybe some people think that you'll be around until the freaking wheels fall off. They have no idea what you're really planning. They have no idea what you're really doing. But they be acting like they do. And then acting like they have a problem with it. So whoever isn't reciprocating the same generosity, whoever isn't reciprocating the same urgency, you are calling them to the hot seat, to the carpet, to the podium, to explain themselves. Because a whole lot of people want you to explain certain things, and you don't need to do that. The initials that I'm getting for you guys is the letter T, O, S, B, and E. I'm getting that you guys are trying to get more into a playful spirit, whether that's traveling, going fun places, healing your inner child. You guys are going through a heart activation. You're like, I want to feel lucky. I want to feel happy. I want to feel light. I don't want to deal with this control and negativity and shadiness. Okay, there's a lot of people. I pulled out the Mac Daddy, which is my giant rider weight. So I pulled out the Mac Daddy numero dos because this is my second time I've had to buy it. And I tell you guys all the time that I feel like behind this horse are all the snakes. Behind this horse are all the fake people that are like, I support you. I love you. I'm always going to be here. But these people are terrified of you actually getting up on this horse. These people are actually terrified. Like, well, it's dumb. But I'm going to explain how I think they're thinking. They're thinking, if they get up on the horse, then they could really leave me. Then they could really be without me. Then they really don't need my support. If I can stop them, they'll stay. For some of them it's insecurity, and for some of them they're just not realizing that they're doing the devil's bidding. And they don't realize that you can leave right now. You have enough financial freedom right now. You have enough spiritual support right now. You could do that all right now. That's what they don't get. So you're kind of over doing favors for whoever. I can't. Someone is in need of your love. So this could also be someone that is a little bit salty, that your ambition is getting the shine, all of the attention, and all of the energy. And this is a reason why you're trying to be more lighthearted, so you can redirect some of that energy towards your loved ones if they're deserving, if they've been truly supportive. Some of your loved ones could be acting out because they feel like they're being put on the back burner. So someone is in need of your love. Offer it to them. Okay? Some of you guys are really going to be spicing things up in the love department because you guys have had some people that are supportive. So you're like, I want to show them that I do care. I am aware. I am here. I'm not going anywhere just because I have all of these things going on. Trust yourself always. Trust others once they've earned it. You are done over trusting. Okay? And now you guys are making people earn it. You're like, okay, hold on. You kind of need to earn that trust because you're kind of saying the opposite of what trust is. So you're learning to trust yourself. You are learning to release control. You are learning to be light of heart. And you are redefining your ambition. Affirm it below. I am redefining luxury. I am redefining stability. And I am redefining ambition. Let your feelings out. All of them. Even the ones that scare you. Okay? Done are the days where you suppress certain emotions. Okay? If there is an emotion that you've been holding in because somebody has been continuously doing the same thing, you're going to let that out. And sometimes people need to see a tear or 5 for them to shut down their antics if they love you. And others don't really deserve that. And so this might be something that you're doing in private just to be aware of your emotions and your feelings. Like, you know what? It does bother me when they hit below the belt. It does bother me when they attack me being chosen. It does hurt my feelings when they do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You guys might be journaling that. You guys might be saying that out loud. You guys might be praying about it. Clear your physical and mental clutter because you will feel so much better. I have been getting this message about declutter for the last 8 days. So somebody here, I don't know who needs to hear that. Needs to hear that you will feel so much better. It's going to add a layer of luxury into your life to feel organized. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, like I feel real bougie right now because I got these little organizers. And it's like having a dresser, right? Dresser's freaking got socks hanging out of it, underwear falling beneath it, half the drawers won't shut. It's like having that situation, right? And then going to the store and getting all the little dividers and all the little things to put everything in its place. And then when you open it, you feel like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm at the store. I feel like I'm at the mall. Okay? You feel like you're at Victoria's Secret pulling out a drawer and, everything's in its little place. That is going to do a lot for your mental health. Just those little things. Okay? So you guys could be going to Ross. You guys could be going to Home Goods. You guys could be going to Target. You guys could be going to TJ Maxx or Walmart. Wherever you guys are going. You're going to find a way to implement these things because it is good for your mental health, especially if you guys are OCD and ADHD like me. Okay. Maybe it's hard for you guys to get rid of things. So you're going to start putting things in storage. You're going to start organizing the things you don't really use a lot. Some of the things that you use that are seasonal, you're going to start getting them out of eye view and being a little bit more minimal. And that is also going to serve you really well. We have say goodbye to the past and leave the baggage behind for good. There are some people in 2023 that you guys said goodbye to, and you guys could be feeling some type of way because they haven't apologized. They haven't said anything about you blocking them. They haven't really done anything. You guys could have known these people for years. Some of these people could be family members or good friends, or they were. And you're kind of like, I don't want to leave that behind because I'm not over it yet. And so this is something that you're going to be building a bridge to get over because they don't even deserve your thoughts. You know what I mean? Some of us left friends, longtime loved ones behind in 2023 because they could not get it together, and we gave them how much time? I'll wait. We gave them how much time to get it together? Hi, 5 Point. Thank you so much. I needed this a lot. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Thank you for your donation. You guys are just I am ambitious, but there's got to be a better way. I don't want to have control. I don't want to have to take over because people do things wrong on purpose. I don't want to have to be the one that's always over generous and then having to clean up everybody's mess because you feel like you're the only one that's going to do it the right way. You're going to let them start a fire if they're going to start a fire, and some of them actually might. Okay? So remember that you cannot change anyone. Not anyone but yourself. And that's all that matters. Okay? You cannot change anyone but yourself. And that's a whole task. I'd rather organize a junk drawer, than try to fix somebody. Okay? A lot of us been in relationships where we're like, I'm going to be the one to fix them. I'm going to be the one. And all these girls are going to be like, oh my gosh, you fixed him. No. Over that. Built the bridge. Over it. We have find ways to lighten up and not take everything so seriously. You guys started on a path of really changing your life. And when you started on that path, you maybe started getting really serious, because you've been screwed over so many times. You guys have been screwed over by loved ones, by exes. You're looking at legal issues that family members that have caused or peers have caused. And you're like, because you don't want to go through that again, you have started to take things very seriously because of people messing with your finances, people ruining your credit, people making it to where you have to start over, you guys trusting the wrong people. So yeah, there has been this serious note or undertone of having to not be light about certain things because you're like, I'm not never letting that happen again. But the other part is just knowing that you got it, you learned from that mistake, and you don't need to really stress out about it anymore. You just know yourself, you know what? I can maneuver a little bit lighter, knowing that I've already been working towards that. And now I'm going to heal it, and I'm going to find ways to lighten up because the stability is in place, the powerful wealth transfer is in place, all of these things are in place. You guys are shielded, you guys are protected, you guys have divine favor all over your life. You're realizing that you are in control of communication. You are in control of how you rise. You are in control of your thoughts, your words, and gossip. You guys are in control of your transformation, how you travel, how you maneuver, how you succeed, and how you level up. So you guys are bringing in peace. I'm getting that people are looking at you like you have a wild hair up your, okay? They're like, I don't know what they're doing. They're definitely being different. They're acting different. So they must be cheating or they must be doing blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you're not. you don't really, I mean, you kind of do have a wild hair and you are unpredictable right now, but it's in the best possible way because of how you guys are evolving. You are simply unpredictable. So you guys are learning how to get your enthusiasm back, your mojo back. You guys are at the stage of completion, like, okay, I learned my lessons from trusting the wrong people, from being disappointed, from being let down. You guys have learned, like, well, dang, that sucked. But it catapulted me into this. Okay? These bad seasons where we're like, oh my gosh, like, this is so bad. I'm going to have to start over. Da-da-da-da. Brings you this. And now you know that. So when you're going through these hard times, and there are some savage moments of like, did I really have to go through all of that? Yes, bestie, because it is part of your testimony. And your testimony is what not only activates you, unlocks different levels for you, it's going to help the community and the collective that you are speaking to, healing and activating. And if you didn't have this disappointment, this sadness, these bad contracts and being let down, you would never know what this really feels like. You would never even know how to appreciate it. And so some of my hardest times in life, okay, after my spiritual awakening, where I was like, I should just give up, literally should just give up, is when I started thinking, you know what, things could be way worse. And I know it's like woo-woo and like to do a list of gratitude, but even if you don't write it down, do one in your head, okay? Think about the times you slept in your car, slept on the street, lived paycheck to paycheck, or didn't even have a freaking paycheck. Think about the times where your bank account was negative, where you couldn't buy diapers, you couldn't buy bottles, you couldn't do Christmas. Think about the times you couldn't put gas in your car, you couldn't buy eggs, you couldn't get milk. Think about those times where you had nowhere to go. That's what the gratitude is for. Because you will appreciate the mundane even when it's stagnant. Okay? You will appreciate the shitty seasons as a time to rejuvenate, to pivot, to rest, so you can get ready for another season of this. I'm telling you, like, think about the hardest times you've gone through and how you thought it was never going to come to pass. You're like, I'm going to be like this forever. I'm never going to get money. I'm never going to get a roof over my head. I'm always going to have to live with family, or I'm always going to have to stay with roommates, or do you know what I mean? Think about those situations where you thought you were never going to get out of it. Addiction, toxic relationships, toxic families, starting over, having nothing, being on the street, okay? A lot of you guys that watch my channel, you guys have been homeless like me. You guys have been on the street like me. Had to sleep in your car. Had to start over. Lost everything financially. And even though you guys have been through this, and sometimes our seasons be like that. Not all the time, but sometimes they be like that. So when you're in this season over here and you're like, well, things should be moving faster and I don't feel like I have control or enough control, think about this season where you're like cold and really outside and abandoned, feeling left for dead. Think about those times where you've really felt paralyzed in fear and you really didn't know what your next move was, and all you could hang on was to some hope and some faith and a prayer. You guys are in financial recovery. You guys are in spiritual recovery. That's what you will realize from the gratitude that you have. Like, well, you know what? I got a roof. I've got food. Okay? I've got, like, if you guys been in jail like me, okay? You're like, I got soap. I got good soap. I got some lotion. Like, I got some food. It's jail food. Oh my gosh. Jail food is disgusting. You can lose a lot of weight in jail. Well, depending on if you got money on your books. But do you know what I mean? Like, you guys are going to think, like, at least I'm not in jail and I don't know when I'm getting out. Okay, last time I was in jail, I didn't know when I was getting out. It's pretty terrifying. Like, when am I leaving? Anybody want to tell me when I'm leaving? I would like to leave now. Not realizing that you are the key to this blindfold coming off. The key to getting these ropes undone. You are the key to that. And so you're trying to figure out how to feel more gratitude. And you're going to realize as you're doing that and shifting, because it always can shift your vibration by being grateful. You're going to realize that you are one pentacle, one Benjamin, one bag away from securing it all. You're going to get more rest. You're not going to explain it. People aren't going to be able to find you. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, where have you been? Like, you're not explaining it. If you don't know that I work my ass off and I'm busy and da-da-da-da and I need a nap or I need to sleep, da-da-da-da, sorry. You're not over-expounding. They either get it or they don't. You are not dealing with people that have bumped their head. Okay? You guys are not dealing with people that do this on purpose. There are enough people that have memory loss. You're not going to deal with people that do it on purpose. Okay? People are intimidated. They're up in their feelings about your ambition. They want it for themselves. Some of these people have not been generous with you. And you're really starting to realize this. Like, they don't have the same urgency as me. Some people aren't keeping it a buck. They're not keeping it 1,000 with you. They are secretly competitive with you. But guess what, bestie? Even if they had what you are tapping into, they wouldn't know what to do with it and they would not enjoy it. Let me be clear. These people, if they had the abundance that you have, they wouldn't know what to do with it. They wouldn't enjoy it. They'd be holding on to it thinking that they got to die with it. Like, no, this is getting buried with me. They wouldn't go on a vacation. These people have moral hangovers when they spend money. That's not my bestie. Okay? My husband always laughs at me because I'm like, go buy it. Go do whatever. Go do that. Money comes and goes. Okay? Money comes and goes. I'm about to be over here living miserable. Okay? And like, oh, should I buy that one thing? Go get it. Okay? Like, I can't. You guys are an earner. You guys are a top earner. You guys get it up out of the mud when you are ambitious, ready to go. And so these people, thank you, Elvira, these people would not even know what to do if they were given the same abundance. They would still feel scarcity. They would still feel that. They don't have an abundant mindset. They look at money as evil and like, if a penny's gone, if a nickel's gone, they're like, oh my gosh. So why they even want to compete with you when they don't understand the flow of money, they don't understand their own spiritual inheritance, like, what would be the point? Okay. Thank you, Anna. What would even be the point? They would still fight with themselves. They would still go through all of this, like, mental anguish. So don't worry about them. Okay, don't worry about them as much. Because they have some things that they internally, some cycles that they need to break up. Some cycles that they need to break. Some generational curses that they need to break. Where they're holding on too tight. And they're very confused. You are not letting people project this confusion onto you. You feel me? And so people are really shocked at how energetic you are. how you're very creative. So affirm it below. All I have to do is be myself. All I have to do is be myself. That is it. And this is going to kind of be your anthem while you guys are getting used to this shift, is all I have to do is be myself. And things will fall into place. All I have to do is be myself and things will fall into place. Because that is how much you've evolved. That is how much you've changed. Like, you guys have major gifts. Major gifts. And you are learning how to use those gifts. On top of that, you guys are getting really good with money. Okay, if you guys thought, I'm never going to be good with money, I'm never going to be able to save, I'm never going to have a certain amount in the bank account, a lot of you guys are leaps and bounds from where you used to be. And that ain't easy to do in this economy. Okay, that is not easy to do in this economy. There's like 6% that are doing good. And everybody else is like, Do you know what I mean? So there's going to be a lot of people that are salty about your ambition because a lot of people around you are fake flexing. They're putting things on credit. They're leasing. They're renting. They're pretending that they have these things. Some of you guys are going to be buying things outright. No credit. No loan. Like, the way that you handle money is changing. You guys could be starting a business. You guys could be taking real estate classes, accounting classes. Some of you guys could be doing bookkeeping. You're just doing things that, if you think about 10 years ago or even 5 years ago, you probably thought you would never be doing these things. Like, ever. Okay? And now you guys are really curious about learning, being more receptive to learning these things to better your life in the best possible way. There are negative things that you are learning how to use to your advantage, whether it's a bankruptcy, being in debt, student loans. There are things that you guys are learning to turn into sunshine. That's those rotten lemons that you were handed and you really didn't know how to fix it, mend it, or get some new ones. And you're starting to see, like, you know what? That ain't all bad. Because from that, I learned this. And now I could do this, 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 and that. You are one coin, one bill, one moment away from changing the game of your finances, of your freedom, how you are liberated, how you are ambitious, and how you feel light as a feather. We have the Lovers. A lot of you guys are going to be meeting someone this year. Okay, if you guys haven't already, some of you guys are like, oh, I don't want to meet anybody, da-da-da-da. Perfect. Okay, you don't want to meet anybody? Good. Good, because that's when you're going to meet them. Okay? And the way that you're going to be taking action is going to be different because you're going to be more receptive to being led. Where is God leading me? Where is the divine leading me? Where is the universe leading me? Whatever your beliefs are. Your emotional responses are also going to be different. You guys are going through an evolution in how you emotionally respond. It not being wound up, feeling tight, feeling mad. There are people around you, they know how to get you tight. Like, wound up and tipped over the edge. You guys are ready to have different emotional responses. You don't want to be near the drama. You don't want to be near the toxicity. You are realizing that you have options. And I'm getting a lot about healthy food. I don't know who that's for. I'm getting somebody here is taking vitamins or supplements or going to the gym, eating avocado toast, eating egg whites, like, and this is great for you guys. Some of you guys are drinking tea or drinking matcha. I don't even know, but that's just what I'm getting. And I'm getting that it's going to do you guys a lot of good. Because there were some fears and insecurities that you guys could have had about your health. You guys could have just gone through a health scare or had a family member close to you go through a health scare. And you're like, you know what? I need to take better care of myself. So don't be too hard on yourself about getting it all done overnight. Okay, you're realizing whatever you feel addicted to or hooked to, you're gonna take it one day at a time. And know that because you're aware and because you're acknowledging it, that you got this. Like, you know what? I am going to be more aware of eating that or indulging in that. You're starting to realize what really lowers your vibration. Things that you haven't been addressing. Is it TV? Is it indulging? Is it partying? Is it smoking? What is it drinking? What is it? You guys will know what it is for you. Okay? So, let's see. Where are we at on time? Whoa. I'm seeing that you guys are also going to be getting more sleep. You guys are going to be canceling plans on people. Some people, I don't know why this is, but I'm getting that some people are going to be really triggered by the fact that you're going to be sleeping more. This is because you get so many things done in a day. I mean, hopefully this is not your children. Like, what are you doing? I don't feel like it is. I feel like it's adults that are mad that you're like taking a nap. But this is how you're going to be a better you. This is how you're going to heal. Like, you're like, I've got to rest. I've got to reset. Back up. Okay? I don't know who that is. It's like so disappointed that you're resting or relaxing. You don't do that enough. So you ain't really having none of that, bestie. You are not, whoever that is, you are not having that. That's going to piss you off. Okay, that is going to trigger you because this is something that you're trying to work on. Resting more, sleeping more, relaxing more. So whoever is mad about it, thinking like, oh, dinner wasn't on the table because you was out here copping Z's. You better get a Pop-Tart. You better find something to eat. Okay? You are not explaining why you're tired. And you are not explaining why you're going to get more rest. It is like stating the obvious. Okay? Say it's your peers like, oh, well, you said that you were going to do this whole project for us. Well, I'm not. It's like that type of energy. Like, you're the overambitious one, so we're taking advantage of you. No, you're not. Not today, Satan. Not today. I cannot. I cannot. Hi, Kyrie. Hi, Lucky. Hi, Organic. Hi, Kirk. Hi, Shamika. Yep, not today, Steven. Yeah, I'm getting that a lot of you guys deal with rejection naturally because of being chosen, because of being an earth angel. It really, oh, yeah, War of Roses. It really makes people mad. And it sucks. Because we're not trying to not have friends. Like, it's hard to have friends. It's hard not being accepted all the dang time. That's why I care so much about this community. People are outraged because they're outraged because you are going to gain things in this life. You are gaining things in this lifetime. And so they want to battle you in every sense of the word. They want you wrapped in barbed wire. They want you tripping all over the place. They're mad. People are mad that you're ambitious. They're mad that you're motivated. They're mad that you're always evolving. And you guys got your eye on the controller. People want to like come, it's like swiper, no swipey. They want to come jack your controller and think like, oh, it's my game now. Now I'm unlocking characters. Nope, it ain't going to work because you don't know the cheat codes. You don't know how to unlock all the things the collective is unlocking. So that controller, you snatching it, is useless to you. But people will be trying it. Okay, I'm getting stuff about Batman again. We got Batman, Super Mario Brothers. I'm telling you guys are not expecting a powerful meeting with someone. That is going to catch you all the way off guard. You guys are going to meet someone, and those of you that are like, I'll never commit, I'll never get married, I'll never get engaged, I don't care about any of that. Never say never, bestie, because that's, yeah. If you guys have been isolating yourself because of this season in solitude, just really over it, I'm seeing that you guys are going to be doing a lot of reading and realizing that you can turn this car around. Okay, that's for someone. Somebody needs to hear that. Mountain. Yeah, somebody that has been going through issues, delays, obstacles. If you guys have been feeling heavy under attack, there are a lot of different things that you guys can do. You guys can check out yesterday's live stream. And in the comments, I mean, I'm going to filter through some of them because some people think that they're smarter than they need to be, and it's really freaking rude. It's like, when we do a spiritual assignment, it is to help those of us in the community, not to tell them or press upon them or force them to believe what you believe. It is a forum to share. Do you know what I mean? And there's people like, you need to do this. Duh. It's like, no, don't talk to no one in my collective like that. You're gone. Do not tell anybody in my collective nothing like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're sharing. We're not bossing people around. That would be like me getting up on here and being like, because you don't believe what I believe, you're a dummy. No. Anybody talking to my collective like they are a dummy, they're gone. They're gone. I'm not accepting it. It's supposed to be a safe space for you guys to share, and I'll be damned. I'll be damned. Okay? Oh my gosh, I can't. So, some of you guys have been dealing with trolls. And that is on social media specifically. So I wanted to talk about this yesterday, and then I forgot because I didn't write it down. Somebody has been trying to stop you from everlasting love. Somebody has been trying to stop you from everlasting life, from having deep bonds, from evolving, okay? Somebody wants obstacles, delays, and issues in your life. And this person could have been stalking you or gang stalking you for a long time. Okay? And whoever this person is to you, I want you guys to realize something. When somebody is stalking you on social media or on the internet, it is a federal offense. It is a federal crime. When they are threatening your life and doing what they're doing. Okay? You can press charges. Know that. So depending on how serious it is, because a lot of you guys deal with attacks already. So if you guys are running spiritual businesses and you guys have people on Reddit or on YouTube or whatever social media platform creating hate pages or hate channels or hate platforms, perfect. Perfect. Because that's all an issue for the court system. You feel me? That is not something that they can get away with it if you don't want them getting away with it. Okay? And that will create all kinds of smoke and all kinds of heat for those that want to be a whole stalker, be a whole hater, and then go get a good job. Or do certain things. It's going to stop them from maneuvering in the future because it is a felony. or it is a federal crime. Depending on what they've been doing, it could be a felony. Okay, so if you guys have somebody that thinks that they can get away with attacking you, whatever, what have you, I would recommend getting legal counsel, because what they're doing is illegal. Okay? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? And a lot of you guys have been getting stalked by the same people, and they've been creating, so these are for the cyber bullies and haters. These people think that they're so brave behind their fake accounts. Like, I can't stop smiling or laughing. So when they decide to take it to the whole next level, I've had people so mad at me before that they sent their hate through a donation. That's how blocked they were. They sent their hate through a donation, it got sent right back. They sent their hate through Patreon, it got sent right back. I had somebody that, remember when we were in a live stream and we were talking about spiritual narcissists? And then somebody thought that they were being called a spiritual narcissist, but they were just acting like a brat during the live stream. And that person proceeded to threaten me, right? And make a big stink and make a big deal. And this is not my first rodeo. This is not my first rodeo. I used to work for a law office, so I have 2 teams of attorneys that have been practicing law for a very long time. 2 different law offices. So, as he's proceeding to threaten me with the lawsuit, if you do not take back your statement of calling me a spiritual narcissist, I will sue you. Go to look at his channel, and it's all about him suing Google, who Google runs YouTube, okay? Google cuts the paychecks for YouTube, okay? Because back in the day, Google used YouTube's garage to build Google. And so now they have a part of that. And when you get paid through YouTube as a content creator, that's who pays you. Okay? That's who monetizes you. Google AdSense. So for one of his live streams to be, I'm suing Google, I'm like, you are really not acquainted with the facts of anything on here. So I call up one of my attorneys and I'm like, can you run a check on this name? They try to send money through Patreon and threaten me. Then they try to send money through Cash App and threaten me. Then they try to threaten me in a live stream. And now they're live. They are currently live right now on their channel talking whatever they're talking, trying to like threaten me or intimidate me. And I'm like, bro, what? I have your first name, your last name, your address, your email. Because I don't let people sign up on my Patreon without that. Because a lot of stalkers, they like to try to go through Patreon to be a whole demon. And it's like, I have your address. I have your first and your last name. I have your email. What are you doing? What are you doing? So what I did is he threatened me through Patreon before he went live. I refunded him his money on Patreon. He'd only been on Patreon 4 days. I refunded him his money, blocked him. Then he started sending money through Cash App. I took screenshots of all of this and I'm like, hey, can you run a check in this part of California for this county and tell me if this person has any pending lawsuits, real ones? Because people think that they're big, bad, and bold on the internet, and it cracks me up. Really. These people, I can't. So she looks up the county that his address is in. And that took a little bit, okay? I'm like, do I need to send a cease and desist? Do we need to get the ball rolling? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Because I'm like, these people, they think they're big, bad. They think they're bad. And they're not. They're not, okay? No pending lawsuits in that county. Now, it doesn't mean there's none in any other county, but it means you're a real phony, baloney, fraudulent, the house, trying to come up on my shit and threaten me. You got me all the way effed up. I can't. So, just know, when people are doing this, When they are hiding behind accounts and they're making fake pages about you, making hate pages about you, hate content about you, you just screenshot it, because you will find the IP address. Your attorney will do all the work for you. We'll look up their whole background and find out how many people are in control of these hate pages, these hate platforms, hate channels, hate videos, hate live streams, whatever they are. Whatever they are. So do not let anyone try to push you around, because when it gets real out here and they are threatening your children, your household, your loved ones, or stalking you, clink, clink, because they're going to prison. Okay? You feel me? They're not getting away with that. Don't ever get scared enough to let them get away with that, because it'll be worth your attorney doing their job. Okay? It'll be worth it. There are people on here that try to stalk and, oh my gosh, I got social media. There are people on here that try to stalk and troll and bully, and they are not acquainted with the facts. I've had 4 instances where I've had to get my attorney involved. Attorneys. Because people think that they're all and powerful. Like, when push comes to shove with these little Decepticons on the internet, when push comes to shove, they are not going to not only not have the backing, they aren't going to have the legal backing, they aren't going to have the financial backing to battle you. You feel me? Because God will find a way for you to have what you need to be properly represented in a court of law. I cannot. So the people that run my LLCs, like, I run checks on people anytime I see fit, because you are not going to come at me sideways. Not never. Don't try it. Like, that's going to be bad for your health and definitely bad for your wallet. It's definitely going to be bad for your bank account. Okay? And you guys have friends in high places. These people are so mad on social media. So mad. So they want you to be bothered. They want you to feel hated. They want you to feel less than. They are intimidated by your ambition. You are destined to be recognized on social media, but people want to make you feel like you're not going to. So some of you guys might be thinking about getting an LLC. I definitely recommend. Some of you guys could be thinking about getting representation, getting things filed properly. If you guys are running an influencer business or spiritual business. Yeah. These people don't know about you. You are the plot twist. Okay? You are the curveball. You are the out of the blue. That's what they don't get. They think that they can, people are like, oh my gosh, they'll never see me. They'll never find out. I will never, not if I can help it, I will never let you guys get taken like that on a ride. So I try to give any, not only spiritual advice, but life advice. When somebody is threatening you on a platform and making content about it, that's all your proof. And they can find out where it's coming from, where it hails from, and the next step. Because these people think that they can isolate you to not maneuver. They think that they're doing the devil's bidding, so that way you guys don't get up in the morning and rise up, that you don't help the collective, that you don't activate others. It's just, yeah. You guys are going to move more brutally honest. Like, sometimes people just take it way too far. They're way too obsessed, excessive in how they treat you, because you are doing things at face value. You guys are the cactus. People are like, oh, I don't want to get poked. Okay, I don't want to get poked by the cactus. Then don't start none. Because they're not really ready for this smoke with you. There is greatness in your DNA. You are royal. You are destined to be on social media or the internet. Okay? And so people have been fake flexing, acting like, oh, I could do this to you, I could do that to you, or trying to stalk you in your everyday life. These gang stalkers don't realize that they are committing a crime. Do they not? That it can't be proved. It can. It can. Yeah, they think they're keyboard warriors. I can't. Literal psychos. I'm just reading your guys' comments. Yeah. I've seen some people that their children are affected. That's a big no. That is, you better go work another job because I'm coming for your ass. Okay? You're not going to threaten my family. You are not going to threaten my offspring. Never. Never, 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 never. And I don't have to beat you with my actual hands. I don't have to resort to physical violence. But what I can do is put you in the freaking poorhouse. You feel me? So there's people that are mad that you are purging them, that you are releasing them, that you are resetting, that you are unbothered. You are mastering unbothered, and you are very unpredictable at this time. So you are gaining momentum in being mysterious and building in silence. I love you too, Amber. They do need a hobby. They do. Because they think like, oh, I said this, and then I made a hate page, and then I made a hate channel, but then I deleted it. These people are going to hide. When push comes to shove, they're going to hide. They have underestimated you. Okay, when push comes to shove, they're going to hide, so they should just stop. They should really just stop. Okay, I'm going to turn down the air conditioning, and we are going to get a love message for you guys. Okay, hold on one second. Let me turn this down. So you guys are funny. Let me close these. And it is getting cold in here. Oh my gosh, I just realized I had a candle still going. I was like, whoop, let me blow that out. Let me blow that out. Hold on. Okay. Let's get a love message for you guys. Let's see. Oh my gosh, this thing's going to be heavy, but I'm going to try. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm like making noises and my chair is squeaking, but this is one of my favorite chairs. But it like is so noisy. It's annoying. Okay. I want this deck. Yes. Oh my gosh, you guys. These decks on decks. Okay. Okay. Let's get you guys a love message. Okay. I just want to read your guys' comments. I live in a small town full of clowns. I'm sorry, Kirk. Made sense to me. You guys are funny. Okay, singles, ready to mingle. Let me get all this other stuff out of the way. Somebody's going to be trying to slide in your DMs. Okay, somebody's going to be trying to slide in your DMs, bestie. Let's see if that's a good thing or a bad thing. We don't know yet, but you guys definitely have a secret admirer. Ooh, if you guys have been dating, you guys recently busted somebody doing something. You either busted them talking to somebody or just lying about something. You busted them lying about something. Or you triggered a response. Okay, so those of you guys that have just let go of some thirsties or some dusties, you guys are starting to realize, you know what? You should not be that bothered by the fact that I'm independent, or you should not be that bothered by the fact that I have children, or I don't even know. Like, but they're mad about something and you're calling them out. Okay, they are mad about something and you are calling them out like, yeah, this is why we're not going to date. Oh my gosh, yeah, they're sending you whoever this is. I can't even hold the card. You're just like, so you thought we were going to get serious and you're acting like a whole clown. Huh. I can't. You guys, they don't like your funny reaction. Oh, well. Oh, freaking well. You guys could have just been talking through the DMs. You guys could have been just talking through Snapchat and or a dating app. And you caught them like talking to somebody else, or somebody else could have been your friend, or you caught them doing something and they're like triggered by the fact that you caught them. And now you're laughing. Now you're laughing. You're like, yeah. And they're backtracking. They're reneging. And you're not buying it. You're not buying it. You guys can see through people that are like fake interested. Because you're not trying to get stood up by whoever this is. You guys are trouble right now. Yeah. You guys are trouble. Okay, so be careful. If you are not trying to get this pregnant, okay? If you are not trying to get pregnant, just be careful. Somebody thinks that you are trouble. I knew that you were trouble when you walked in. Somebody thinks that you are like in boss mode, beast mode. You really don't have a filter right now. Yeah, you guys don't have a filter right now. Those of you guys that are single, because you guys just recently let go of some dusties, okay? And you're like, yeah, you must not know about me. I do not turn cheeks anymore. I got to tell you about yourself. I got to tell you about yourself. And so people are like, you didn't have to say all that. Apparently I did. Apparently I did. So you guys are popping your shit right now. And a lot of people are admiring it, but some people are intimidated. Okay, they are intimidated. We have sneaky link. If you guys have a sneaky link right now, they're a little worried that you guys are getting so much attention. But this could be also the person that you're not wanting to really be around anymore. Your side piece, your Sancho, your booty call, your friends with benefits. Whoever that person is, you're like, we always meet up at your house or my house, and you haven't taken me out on a proper date, so I'm kind of done with you. When are you taking me out on a date? And the fact that they don't have urgency to do that, you're just gonna say, you know, they're not giving the same energy. They're not matching your energy. Career worries. Okay. This is going to be a problem that you're going to be noticing throughout this year. There are people that are intimidated when you're dating of how you maneuver in your career. So again, your ambition has them in their feelings. They thought some of these people that you were that are just admiring you or talking to you through social media, they thought they were doing good. And then they met you and they're like, wait, they're not really going to need me like that? Wait, hold on. Yeah. They expect you to be all over their shit. All over it. They're used to getting their ass kissed. Who is this? Who is this friends with benefits? Who is this? They're like, well, I'm used to girls like being all over me and like worshiping me, and I don't feel like you do that, so I'm not ready for commitment. They might not actually say that, but their energy is saying that. Like they're too pretty or they're too handsome, and so you know they're going to be a problem. You just need somebody that's attractive. You don't need somebody that's on a dating app that's smoking hot Because then they're just talking to a lot of people. And they're going to try to hide their phone. Okay. We have copycat. I'm getting that some of you guys have exes. Some of you guys have exes, and their exes or their current person is trying to copy you because they feel like they're still stuck on you. Okay? Some of your exes or your ex-friends with benefits, they're in a new relationship or they're talking to somebody else, and that somebody else knows about you. And they are trying to mimic your mannerisms, your social media, your aesthetic. And what they cannot replicate is your independence, because you're not going to be dealing with this person much longer. You're going to be doing what feels good for you. So they're trying to replicate everything but how you're not codependent. I'm hearing I could buy myself flowers. Dang, there are a lot of people jealous about you, not really needing the people that they're chasing. Good for you. Good for you. They're like, well, I'm all over it. I'm all over it. And they don't even want them. I gotta be like that. So you guys got a lot of copycats that they want to get attention because that person thinks about you a lot. You are rent-free in that person's mind, and they're pissed. They're like, well, I'm trying to date you, so I don't want to talk about Susie. And they're like, talking about Susie. Anything else for the singles? Yeah, you guys are minding your business. You're like, if it's messy, don't call me. If it's a dumpster fire, I want no part of that. No part of that. Oh my gosh. If you guys are in a new relationship and you know it's your soulmate, there's a lot of jealousy around that. Okay, so just put it where it fits. Yeah, we got third-party interference. There's somebody trying to send you an attack. If you guys are dating or in a relationship or possibly even married, there is someone here that is trying to get in a group of people to gang stalk, to cause third-party interference. Not realizing that your person is as strong as they are. Yeah. It's almost like your person knows how to dodge thirsty people, or knows when people are being thirsty. Dang. What in the world? Yeah. They're doing something. I don't know if they're sleeping in the graveyard. They're doing something with menstrual blood that is sick. Okay. Yeah, without a doubt, confirmation. You guys, okay, for those of you guys in relationships, and you know that, like, your person gets hit on a lot, you know that they're attractive, there is a group of people directing energy towards your person, trying to cause third-party interference, trying to get them to dodge you, trying to get them to be repulsed by you. That's going to have you amused. You guys could feel people attacking your union or your relationship. You are immune to their attacks. Okay? But they do be trying it. And because they've been attacking you guys as hard as they have, trying to cause waves, issues, or get your person to not be attracted to you, they are going to lose a job. They could possibly also be trying to get you to lose a job. They're trying to mess with your finances, your career. And I'm getting that if you guys are in a healthy union, you guys are a perfect match for a reason, because it's ordained or anointed by God. They're going to get lit up for wanting smoke with you. They're going to get lit up for wanting smoke with you. Trying to do love spells, witchcraft reversed. Okay? They're going to be getting busted. Some of them are going to be getting pulled over for driving under the influence, whether that's weed or drinking. or all of the above, they are going to be getting busted. So they're trying to do some type of car magic, relationship stuff. They're also trying to mess with your finances. They're trying to copy you. If you guys are pregnant, they could be trying to interfere with your pregnancy. So you guys are getting preyed up and strapped. You guys are aware of the trolls that you guys are dealing with. Wow. People are sick. People are sick. Hold on. Thank you, Kurt. Yeah, never-ending attacks. It's because you guys are chosen. These people don't realize who they're talking to. They don't realize. That's why they're a clown. That's why, like, the circus is maneuvering right now. They're going to end up in the hospital for even just talking about you. Okay? They're mad that their life is subpar, below average, below basic. They think that you're doing too much. People try to undermine you guys a lot, especially in your relationship. Okay? They want your person to be sick. They want your children to be sick. And it's, they're going to end up in the hospital for that. I mean, some of them will have different judgment, but however they're haunted by you, God is going to sort it out. Because God is the judge. Okay, whatever your belief system is, your higher power is going to sort that out. People are always trying to gossip about you, exploit you, expose you, undermine you, mimic you, attack you. Their witchcraft is being reversed. They're just mad that you're ambitious. They think that they're going to be going another round with you, but they're actually going to be going around with your angels, your ancestors, your spiritual support. They're not going another round with you. You're not acknowledging their existence. Okay, you are not acknowledging their existence. You're going to see whatever little warning you need to see, and then you will become invisible, concealed, cloak of invisibility, guarded, gone. Gone. Because they what? They want to break you guys up. They want to F up your family. They need a whole moment, and that's why they need a whole lot of them to try to take you down. Remember I told you guys yesterday, you were never supposed to make it this far. That's what they think. They were never supposed to make it this far. What are they still doing here? They want to keep attempting. They want to keep attempting. Well, let the record state. Better men have tried. Let the record state. We don't beef with clowns. You feel me? We don't beef with clowns. You guys have a powerful wealth transfer coming in. So people don't want you to be the whole enchilada, have the whole enchilada. And what goes around comes around, and around and around and around. Every time you guys unlock a new level, here comes the new level of clowns, circus, Decepticons, Chucholini, whole freaking chotches up in here, whole demon in the house. Because they don't want you to have everything. Fighting power, standing on your business, standing on business, 10 toes down. Being happy, feeling abundant, looking abundant, being actually abundant. Having a divine union or being divinely independent, whatever. They need to get their ish together. They need to get it together. So, These people are thinking that they can get closer to you. That is not happening. That is not happening. You guys are still going to be protected as you guys are in this relationship, and you guys are going to be protected as you guys put yourself together. These people want to threaten you. Remember what I told you guys, if they're doing this on social media, that is a you know what. You can take legal action. Okay? Do not get told bold-faced lies, gaslit out of protecting yourself. Okay? If you have somebody in your family like, oh, don't do that, just let them bully you online and let them make hate pages and no. And I mean as in regards to your safety. Okay? If they are doing things to, if they're making content about your children or popping up at your job, or do you know what I mean? No. Oh, no. They're going to get sorted out. So don't ever feel like you're not going to have peace or be protected in that way. For every action, there is a consequence. There are consequences to effing with you. And people are finding this out the hard way, thinking that they're big, bad, bold, weird flexing, straight clowns, bringing nothing to the table but 50 bags of dog shit. You feel me? And that's it. Yeah, social media gets crazy because everyone's on the internet. We are in the age of Aquarius. Do not let anybody stifle your voice. Continue to speak up. I'm going to say that again. These people want to muzzle your voice. They want to make you feel irrelevant. You're not irrelevant. You're chosen. Hello. They want to make you feel like you're wasting your time. You're not. And why a lot of you guys are going to be on the internet or on social media sharing your gifts and your abilities, activating and waking people up, is not for no reason. So it's going to come with adversary and foe. Affirm it below. My adversary and foe will stumble and fall. God has a whole army just for your fear. Okay? It's between you and the divine. You and the creator. You and God. Whatever your beliefs are. And these people think that you can't figure out who they are behind a fake account. I can't. There are teams. There are whole legal teams that deal with just the internet alone. With just the internet alone. Okay? And the tomfoolery of it all. You guys are seeing that your protection comes in pronto. That those that really ride for you, they have urgency. You don't have to just do everything with the quickness all the time for whoever the hell. People need to keep that same energy. Okay? I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, let's find out other blessings and angel numbers for you guys. Let's do your house first. Ooh, 4th house. Told you guys, you're going to be spending some time at home. We got home, family, being proud of your roots. You guys are going to be maybe redecorating. Just people can't find you. You're unpredictable. They can't find you. They don't know where you're at. You don't know. Okay? They don't know. Angel number. I'm going to do one at a time. I always get a 6. I want a different number. Ooh, maybe you guys could be a life path 6. Okay, so we got 4, 6. I always get a 6. Okay. 3. What was that? 463. 463 is your guys' angel number. And then blessings, Jupiter blessings in your 4th house. Remember, these are your guys' initials. I love you guys so much. Okay, spiritual assignment. Oh, by the way, Patreon, your new video has been posted. It was posted earlier today. Okay, Link is below if you guys are considering it. And what else? Spiritual assignment. After the live stream ends, okay, what is something healthy that you either like listening to or eating, okay, after the live stream ends? And that can be our discussion this weekend. All right, you guys, I will see you when I see you. It's probably going to be a couple of days. And yeah, everyone has their content up: TikTok, members only, Patreon, and YouTube. You guys enjoy the live streams that have been posted, and I'm so excited. Bye, guys. Bye, Danny. Bye, Kirk. Bye, Andrew. Bye, Randon. Bye, Alexis. Bye, Sugar. Bye, Mary, Thomas, Deborah, Organic Slay, Visual. Sorry if I'm repeating. You're welcome, Jaylene. G and Kyrie. Thank you, besties. All right, I gotta clean up this mess. And yeah, remember, all of your guys' content on all the extra platforms have been posted. I am on TikTok now. And I think that's it. Love you guys. Bye.